I'm Danielle, and this is my story. So in December of 2020, I found out I was pregnant. I haven't been pregnant in 15 years, so I was kind of in shock. I didn't think I could get pregnant anymore. Me and my boyfriend, Larry, we were over at a friend's house, and there was a girl there, and she was pregnant, and she told me about this adoption agency that she was going to because she wasn't fit to take care of her baby. And so she gave me the phone number, and we called, and we went to Building Arizona Families. We set up an appointment. We went for a couple hours, which was fine. A lot of questions, but I'm really glad that we did. So the next time after that interview, we met with the caseworker, and there was no families yet, and I didn't really know what to think about it. I never really paid attention to adoption. I just know I wasn't for abortion. The caseworker that we had, she actually wound up leaving, but she was really nice, and she actually showed us the profiles right before she left. We went through about 5 profiles, and one of the profiles just caught my attention, and I had Larry read it, and it caught his attention, and so we picked the family. The family couldn't have kids, they had no kids of their own. They were married, and just their whole profile was I had to pick them. I just knew that they were the right people to pick. So at this point, I didn't really have so much emotion. I didn't know, I just was going with what was happening, and I didn't really try to pay attention to it too much. I just knew that it was going to be really emotional, going to the doctors and getting the pictures of the ultrasounds and everything like that. The more he grew, when I found out it was a boy, the more he grew, the more I got attached to him, and I was like, oh gosh, how am I going to do this? I was struggling with okay, do I get my stuff together? Can I get my stuff together? Or do I just, can I tell this family, no, never mind? And I was going through that, and I'm like, how do I tell them no? Well, I can't tell them no because I don't know if I could do it, I got pictures of, when they found out the gender of the baby, they sent pictures of a nursery that they, his room. I'm like, there's no way that I could just tell this family no. Sorry, change my mind. No way. So I talked to the family more. We talked on the phone a bunch of times, and got to know them. And, he would say, what's your cravings for the week, and it was cool to talk to them. We bonded with them over the phone and everything. And so once that started, I got to the point where I'm like, okay, I couldn't even think about saying no. I can't do it anymore. I was just set. I just have to do it. And, towards the end, it was really hard because, I loved him, and I didn't even, I didn't even know him. He was just growing inside me, and it was one of those connections where Larry couldn't feel as strong as the connection that I had, even though he would, lay there and talk to him and stuff like that, well, anyways, August comes, and the baby's born. He was 7 pounds, 5 ounces, and he was so cute. The family came down. They actually surprised me and met me before the baby was born for my birthday, which was a couple days before. And I thought that was really nice of them. They're really nice people. Just what I read in their profile was just how they were in person, even better in person than the profile. And what stood out about their profile too is that they both still had their parents. Both parents were still married for 40-something years, and that just was like, wow. So, and regardless, I'd always want whatever happened, in my life, I would always want, him to have parents, that I know would stay together, and I know that it seemed like they were the type of couple that would always be together, and so now at this point I'm on this roller coaster of emotion, just randomly I just start crying, because I felt like maybe guilty that I, gave him to another family, but then I didn't feel guilty. I felt proud of myself. Everybody was proud of me, Some people were like, no, don't do it all, take your baby. And I'm like, no, I can't, Well, Building Arizona Families, they helped me too with counseling. I talked to the counselor, they're very nice, anything you need, they're there for your whole way. And to this day, I know that my son will be taken care of, with the family. I was able to see him before he went back to Kentucky, and it was probably the best visit that I had. My mom was down here. Larry's mom came, it was very nice. We needed that time to, see the baby, and I'm happy that I made the decision, and I had Larry's, decision as well, that it was a good thing. I know that, the family will keep in touch with me. I'm glad it's open. I don't know how it'd be if it was closed. I don't know how things would be different. It may be harder if it was closed, but some people don't want that, connection with the family because they feel, whatever. But I feel good about it to this day now, I'm not as sad as I was, I'm more happy. And I'm more happy that they want me to be in his life, or, know who I am. So I'm making a book for the family, for him too, and Larry's gonna do that with me, and that's really a story. It's hard to explain the emotions because they came and went, and it was like waves. But I feel better overall, and take advice from me, or don't take advice from me, but adoption with the Building Arizona Families and going with your gut is the way to go.